my kitchen. This is called Cooking with Matty V. If you've never seen me before, mainly we cook Italian stuff, okay? Tonight is pizza place night. What we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna do a calzone and a stromboli. Have you ever had a stromboli? This is real East Coast stuff. Stromboli is filled with meats and cheeses. You roll it up, it's delicious. You're gonna freak out, okay? It's gonna be, and then after that, we're gonna throw a cheese calzone on top of it. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. Who's in the house tonight? Behind the camera, we got Darlene. Not behind the camera, we have Darlene's twin sister and my wife, Doreen. And then we have Corrine, so we got 3 sisters. You're getting the gist of that, right? Darlene, Doreen, Corrine. Next Thursday at 1 o'clock, you come back, we're gonna have a pop quiz, okay? All right, here we go. So the first thing we got, we're gonna make the Stromboli. Stromboli actually is an island off of Italy. What that has to do with anything, I have no idea. Evidently, they had cheese and meat. Okay. So what we did was I got a 24-ounce piece of dough. I don't make my own dough. I just go down to the corner. Yeah, you can show the dough. It's a beautiful dough. I just go down to the corner and I walk into the pizza joint and I say, "Hey, Joey Dough guy, I need a piece of dough," and he gives me a nice piece of dough. All right. So what we got going on is a stromboli is not a pizza. We're not going to be doing all this kind of stuff with the pizza. What we do is we roll it out with a roller. We start in the middle of the dough, work our way out, going to all 4 sides, and hopefully we come up with something of a rectangular nature. Okay? We don't want to go too thin, don't want to go too thick, okay? And we kind of want to match it up. This is going to be my baking pan right here. And as we can see, it will not overlap too much. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this. Let's take a look at the pan. And I'm going to take that out. And a little bit of this. Okay. Discard that dough. And guess what? We have a rectangle. Okay, here we go. First thing we're going to do. Is we're going to take our egg wash and go all around the sides. This is our glue, so it doesn't come apart in the oven. A little bit of egg wash all around the edges, which means that the cheeses and the meats are not going to go to the edge. We're going to stay about a about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch off. A little bit more. We want good coverage on the ends. And that's done. Next, we have our ham. Any kind of ham you want to use. If you want to use prosciutto, use prosciutto. You want to use Serrano ham, use Serrano ham. Any kind of ham you like. Black Forest ham is nice. Honey ham. All that's good. Okay. Next, we have salami. A little bit of salami. We're just going to overlap slightly. Got quiet in here. Okay.
That's because the music's on.
Okay. Now the wife is talking. Here we go. Then we have my favorite of all time, provolone cheese. Let's see. Yeah. All of this is about 1/4 pound. So overall, we're going to have about 1 pound of meat and cheeses in here.
Oh my gosh.
Now we've got mozzarella cheese, or as they say out west, mozzarella. This was just freshly grated. And then some grated cheese. Any kind of grated cheese you like. This is a Romano cheese. Okay? Ready to go. I'm going to fold up right here. Okay? Don't want a lot of air in there. We don't like a lot of air.
Like a baby's blanket.
Okay? It's like a what?
A baby's blanket.
Like you're wrapping a baby.
Like I'm wrapping a baby. Okay, that's one way to look at it.
It's a big meat
Oh,
baby.
you know what? Now I'm talking to you.
Baby.
I'm talking to you and I made a mistake. Okay? What we got to do, made a little mistake. We're going to flip this in a little bit. Like a burrito. Okay. Now the seam is on the bottom. That's what we want. Not too much air. Okay. And then we're going to make some cuts in it because it will steam inside. Not too thick. Just get down as far as you have to go. And then back. We're going back with the egg wash. What the egg wash is going to do, it's going to give us a beautiful deep brown coating, deep brown look to it. Color-wise, you don't want a calzone or a stromboli coming out dry, and that's what's going to happen if you don't do this step. It will come out dry and crumbly. Then I'm going to get all emotional. You know, it's not good. I'm going to cry.
There's no crying in cooking.
Well, you don't put your egg wash on there. There's going to be crying.
Meat and cheese
Okay.
baby's gonna be.
Now a little bit on the seam side. Okay, and this is not done with bread dough. This is pizza dough. Seen recipes online, says to use bread dough, and I get agita. When it's not right, it's not right. Okay, good. A little bit on the edges. Okay. By the way, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. This is the first time I've ever made this.
Oh.
So a little scary. Okay. Going to put it on our pan. Fits just right. That's what it looks like going into the oven. I've got my oven set on 375 degrees, which is actually very, let me explain this. When I cook pizza in my oven, it is about 475 degrees. But since this is rolled dough on top of dough, I've got to cook it slow on a lower heat and more time, so it cooks all the way through. So, what time is it?
Time to make
Anyone?
Stromboli.
We've got Apple Watches and everything, and nobody knows what time it is.
6:14, but it's time to get a watch.
It's 6.
Ba-dum-ching.
Okay.
Last time I
All
heard
right.
that, I fell on my dinosaur.
Evidently, we have more than one comedian in the house tonight. Take my tray, 375 degrees, middle rack. We are going to set timer for 25 minutes, and then we're going to check it out. Since this is the first time I'm making this at home, every oven is a little bit different. What did I say? 25 minutes, okay? And we'll see. I have a very hot oven. It's a convection oven. So there are a lot of recipes out there that say home-cooked stromboli should go 30 minutes, 35 minutes. No way I'm doing that because I have a very hot oven. So, what's next? Next is, since the wife doesn't like stromboli, we have to move on as if my home kitchen is a restaurant. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a little flour on the board. And now we're going to make a calzone. Now the stromboli was 24 ounces of dough. The calzone is about 12, 13. Okay, flour, make it nice. And again, this is not a pizza, so we're not going to be doing all that hand work. Okay? And it's going to be round, not rectangular. So, we start in the middle and we roll out. This is a non-stick rolling pin. Love it. If you ever have to buy a rolling pin, get a non-stick.
We used to use a wine bottle.
We used to use a wine bottle back in the day when we were poor. Then we got Home Goods.
Yeah,
Boom,
exactly.
$6, baby.
I love Home Goods. They could
Okay.
sponsor this show.
That's about right.
Yeah.
That's about right. 12 inches around.
I'm gonna have some.
And again, we're going to take our glue or our egg wash. Okay. Very simple. All right. A little bit more there on the edge. Okay, so what do we got? We got our ricotta cheese. And then we have Parmesan cheese. Then we have mozzarella cheese. Big handful, okay? Probably looking at a third of a cup of the ricotta cheese and a half a cup of the mozzarella. And then we're going to go with the spinach. Okay. And guess what? Ready to rock and roll.
Yum.
And this is going to be a spinach calzone. Drop it in the middle. That's plenty. Don't want it too wet. Actually, I didn't drop it in the middle. Dropped it a little too close to me. That's okay. Okay. Give it a quick wash on the hands.
I need to do a juice cleanse after this.
Okay. Well, I don't know what that means. What kind of juice?
Good healthy juice for 3 days.
Oh,
Let's get this down.
I was confused too.
Oh, because
Oh, so good though. I know. Every now and then.
Please don't skip the step where you put the egg wash inside, because then you have a little problem. I'm going to pinch it here on the end. After all, this is for my wife, and I like to pinch. Get the air out of it. Don't like the air in it. Some people get fancy with the edges. They'll crimp it like that. You know what?
Put a fork on it, or
no thanks. Okay.
You don't want to fork your calzone?
No. Family show. Family show. Okay. All right, and again, just like before, we're going to give it a little cut here and there. And did you put water in this when you made this?
I did.
You did?
Yeah. I didn't use a ton of water.
How do you make the egg wash?
Scrambled eggs and water.
That's it. I didn't obviously
Okay.
didn't kill it with water.
You get the edges too. Try not to go too thick. That's my problem. I try to go too thick on the egg wash, because I love that golden brown color. I don't like it to come out dry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now on to the next tray. Boom, boom. Make sure your board is always floured. If not, put the paper on the board instead so you can lift it up. Now, and we're ready to go into the oven. I'm going to see you back here in about 20 minutes. I know you're all just hungering in anticipation for this meal. I don't blame you, okay? We'll see you in a few. Okay, we're back. It's been about 32, 33 minutes in the oven, and now they're sitting out for about 15 minutes. Can I get a camera on this? This is the Stromboli, and this is the family calzone.
It's doing a dance.
Okay. Oh, it's doing it's dancing. It's doing the twist or something like that. Okay, let's go. So now it's been sitting out for about 15 minutes. You don't want to cut it right away. Now let's do one of these.
Gosh, look at that. Looks so good.
All right. Perfect on top, golden brown, a beautiful singe on the bottom, and there's our spinach and ricotta cheese and mozzarella cheese. That goes to the wife. Are you going to taste it, or I'm going to taste it?
I'm not tasting it yet.
I'll taste
Okay,
it.
I'm going to
Corrine
taste it. You want to
taste
taste? Well, come around here. Now we got Corrine coming in.
Oh, you gotta shut those doors.
Let's give this a taste.
Okay. Just with my finger, my hand.
Absolutely, with your fingers in your hands. It's yours. I don't want it back. Good, bad, not good. Heavenly Pizza Joint, New York, New
It is
Jersey.
So good. I can't wait for everybody to try it.
Okay, I owe you $5.
It's the family. She said
It's the family calzone. Oh, you said
It's
it.
the family calzone,
Yeah.
absolutely. On to the Stromboli.
This is so good.
Okay,
We've had it into
so again, sitting 15
Girls.
minutes. All right, so cut this down. Got a nice slice right there. See what we're gonna do. Come on, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh my
With a
gosh.
little marinara on the side. That thing, look at this thing. You got your ham, you got your salami, you got 3 cheeses.
Oh,
My turn
Wow.
to taste.
yeah, it is.
And cooked all the way through. That's the key. All right, because Stromboli, you're rolling on dough twice. So it's got to be cooked all the way through.
No.
So important to let it sit. Because nothing is dripping out of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Perfect.
Fantastic. Excellent. Perfect. Brings me back home.
Right.
Okay. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. We had a great time. Don't forget Matt Vecchio Cooking and Comedy. You got to do all your homework. What's your homework? You got
Like,
you got to like,
share.
share, subscribe, make me famous. I think they got a thing for that. Make me famous. It's the big dollar sign on it. All right. Thanks very much. I had a good time. Great time. Thank you.